Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Each Adventure channel. My name is Josh, and welcome to a rather cold and wet morning. It is the end of January. Nice Sunday morning here. And I figured come out and get a little morning ride in and talk a little bit about the channel. Talk about the channel. So I've done this for the last 2 years, and it's kind of a fun video to do, just to kind of talk about some of the milestones and some of the things that have happened with the channel over the last year. So I did one for 2017, I did one for 2018, and this one's gonna be for 2019. So it should be fun. If my intuitions are correct, we should be out of this fog here pretty soon. Typically this fog settles pretty low, and after riding up here quite a bit, you get to the point where you get out of the fog, and it's pretty spectacular actually. So I see blue skies. So in order to do this video, this is my third year on YouTube. So this is the third year. I posted my first video in January of 2017, and it's now January of 2020. Oh yeah, see, this is exactly what I was hoping for when I came up here. So 3 years on YouTube, that's pretty insane. When I started this, I didn't really have any idea what I was doing. I didn't know what my goal was. Oh, lots of hikers up here. Early risers. This is a problem of having all the houses and stuff right down here at the bottom. You get a lot of hikers, which is fine. Like, I don't mind sharing the trail. But from the looks on their faces, it doesn't look like they feel the same way. The thing you got to remember is that this is Bedford Road. This isn't Bedford hiking trail. Hello. But I'm all for open trail access. But it's got to go both ways. You know what I mean? Oh, there are a lot of people up here today. But yeah, like I was mentioning, I really didn't have any idea of, you know, what I was doing, how long I was going to do this for, what this channel was, you know, would turn into. You know, if you've been around since the beginning, I mean, I had my CRF250L, but for the most part, I rode that CSC TT250 just because, you know, I had heard really good things about the RX3, and I wanted to see, you know, what that TT250 could do. And I mean, I think it definitely surprised me, and I'm pretty sure it surprised a lot of you guys too. So if you guys have been around since then, thanks. It's been quite a journey. There's been some ups and downs. There's been some highlights. There's been some not so fun moments. But overall, it's been awesome. And so I like to look back and kind of go over where we're at and talk about a little bit where we're going into 2020. I had posted that video a couple months ago talking about the future of the channel, and you know, talked about how I really didn't know what I wanted to do going forward. And the good news is I definitely don't want to stop. I have a feeling 2020 is going to be the pinnacle point in terms of where I decide I want to take the channel, because in addition to, you know, having channel goals, there's some major life goals that I'm going to hit in 2020. All of that kind of plays into each other, because, you know, hitting life goals allows me to, you know, be able to get out here on the bike and record videos and make content for you guys. And then same thing with channel goals. It helps me stay motivated and trying to bring you guys the very best content that I can. So anyways, let's start with the channel. I got a bunch of numbers to go over. I went back and looked at the 2018 video just to kind of get an idea of what kind of growth we've had this year. We did pretty well. I was hoping for a bit more, just kind of based on the numbers from last year, but overall, can't really complain. So the first thing is subscribers. So as of this morning, we're at, I made myself a little cheat sheet. We're at 3,961 subscribs. So that to me is a crazy number. When I passed 3,000, I had tried to make a video and the footage didn't turn out very good. But this range of numbers is pretty incredible, because this is like the numbers that, these are the numbers that a lot of channels that I watch and that I enjoy basically had when I started. And some of those channels have gone on to have, you know, 10, 15,000, 20,000 subscribers or so by now. So that's kind of motivating. So around this time last year, we were at right around 2,000. And so we've had a growth of about 2,000 subscribers this year. We had tripled the numbers the year before, so when I was talking about how I hoped they'd be a little bit better, I was hoping we might have tripled the number. But all in all, like I said, I can't really complain. It's pretty incredible. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming back week to week. A lot of the views on the videos that I post weekly come from people that are subscribed. So the fact that you guys, you know, come back again and again to watch the videos and to hear about what's going on in my life and you know, what's going on with the bikes and the channel and all that kind of stuff. You guys are awesome. Like having you guys along for the rides, even though it's, you know, virtually, not physically. But a lot of you guys really say you enjoy, you know, watching the rides. It helps you, you know, get from one ride to the next, and I'm glad I'm able to do that for you guys. So it's pretty awesome. Thank you again. You guys are amazing. Ooh, it's all muddy over here. Muddy mud. Alright, next metric, I guess, is views. Total lifetime views for the channel is 854,918. And that's a crazy number because we're getting really, really close to 1 million. I remember on a Colorado Dual Sport video a while back, he was talking about how they had just crossed 1 million channel views. And I was like, that's insane. Like, that's a lot of views. We were right around 400,000 last year, around this time last year, so we basically doubled, a little more than doubled that over the year. So that's, like I said, man, that's amazing. The fact that you guys are watching these, I don't know, like, I don't know what to say. We're starting to reach some, like, incredible numbers, things that I never really thought of would happen. You know, even though the channel's relatively small, that's, when you think about it, that's a huge reach. Like, that's a lot of eyeballs. Watch time, I don't really pay much attention to this, but I threw it on last year's year in review video. And I guess it's one of the things that YouTube cares the most about. So for watch time's an incredible number. It's almost 4 million minutes of watch time. 3,978,000. So that's about 2 million more than this time last year. And like I said, it's just incredible. Like, these are some pretty insane numbers. It's starting to get all rocky again. I like it. They had bulldozed this section, and it was super smooth for a while, and this actually was one of the more difficult parts of this trail. And after they bulldozed it all, it made it really, really easy. I like this section too. Woo! So last time I was up here solo, I popped my tire over that bump right there. I lofted the front way up in the air, and I had air down at the bottom of the trailer, and at the trail, and I'm pretty sure I pinched flat in the front. And then I tried to change the tire up at the top, and either my tube already had a hole, or I pinched the tube on the install, and so I had to ride home with a flat tire. That was not fun. So I'm running around 22 PSI. It's probably higher than that because I had to ride on the road to get over here, but I don't want to end up with a flat tire because today I don't have a spare tube. Let's see. For likes, we're at 13,237 likes, which is about double from this time last year. So again, it's not only the fact that you guys are watching the videos and you know, watching more minutes and stuff from the videos, it's the fact that you guys are actually enjoying the content. Woo! It's pretty crazy. So for comments, we're at 2,598 comments. So it's up about 1,000 from this time last year. So not quite as many comments, but that makes sense because most of the videos I've posted this year haven't really been reviews. They haven't really been videos that get like a lot of comments. So most of it's just, you know, you guys coming back week to week and, you know, either telling me something similar to something you saw in the video, or, you know, just telling me how much you enjoy it, sharing a similar story about a similar ride. So that's pretty cool. Other videos, like, you know, the review videos, like the TT250 videos, stuff like that, those tend to get a lot more comments just because they tend to attract a lot more eyeballs. I'm always really nervous going down that because I crashed down that one time really bad on the TT250. So I'm always like super nervous when I go down that. What the hell? It's a little squirrely in these rocks with the higher tire pressure. Okay. I guess there's hard enduro on this trail now. That's cool. It's good, man. I need to get off my lazy ass and actually do some riding. Haven't really done a lot of riding, actually, to be honest. Well, let's hit the rest of the metrics and then we'll talk about that. For shares is 1,874 shares, and that's up almost 3 times from last year. So that number is actually pretty cool to see because, you know, there's only so much you can do to optimize videos around YouTube, and like, you know, it's not my full-time gig, so I can't spend too much time on it. I try to find the keywords, I try to, you know, make it relevant, you know, in terms of a description and all that kind of stuff. But I think videos that have done well have been shared quite a bit. So to see that number be almost 3 times what it was the year before, that's pretty cool. So that means, you know, whoever's watching the video, you guys watching the videos, you're sharing it because you think other people might also find the content, if not valuable, then at the very least entertaining. So thank you guys so much for that. And the last one I wanted to talk about was watch time. So the average watch time is about 4 minutes and 39 seconds. And that's up 3 seconds from the year before. So that's not bad. Most of my videos are around 10 to 15 minutes. So at least a third of them are getting viewed. Ooh, man, I love it up here. So the goal here is to go up to Santiago Peak. I don't know if the video is going to go that long. Probably not, because that's like another 20 minutes of riding. That's a lot of footage. So all in all, 2019 was great. Like I said, it wasn't quite what I was hoping for. But like I said, I can't really complain because, you know, some of those numbers are just, they're a little mind-boggling actually when you stop and think about it. You know, I don't have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but trying to wrap my head around the fact that my videos have been viewed almost 1 million times, that's, I don't know, like, it's kind of, it's not scary, but it's like, it's kind of intimidating actually, because, you know, I'm no expert, I'm just a dude riding a dirt bike, or a dual sport, kind of just sharing my experiences, sharing what I know about the bikes, kind of as if I was talking to a friend, more so than like an informational bike review kind of channel, you know what I mean? There's a lot of channels that do that, and they do it well, and I don't really feel that I have any value to add in that space, because I could just talk about bike specs every time a new bike comes out, but I tend to only share, you know, things about bikes that I might be interested in. There's a lot of moto journalists and motorcycle channels that do the review thing a lot better than I can and probably could, and I'll just let them continue to do that. So I haven't been up to Santiago Peak since the fire. There was a huge fire about 2 years ago, and it torched everything up here, and it's been closed. Bedford opened a while back, but this section of the mountain's been closed, and there's still a section of the mountain that is closed. But anyways, looking forward to 2020. I definitely want to keep doing weekly uploads. Occasionally I'll probably throw in another one. If you guys watched that future of the channel video, at one point in time I wanted to do more than one video a week, and I can't do it. It's so hard. So I figured I'd take a step back and focus a little bit more on the things that I was interested in, a little bit more on, you know, the storytelling of the rides, things like that. I do want to kind of talk about bikes that I'm interested in, so I might be doing that a little bit. That's why I mentioned that, you know, talking about bike reviews and stuff. And at some point throughout this year, I want to get another bike. I don't know if it'll be another dual sport. I don't know if it'll be a small ADV bike, but just something else that we can kind of start to have adventures on and kind of show the capabilities of, because, you know, with the DRZ, there's a lot of people that ride DRZs. And I think the DRZ as an adventure bike, as a dual sport, as a commuter, as, you know, I think those videos have been done, and I'll continue to do those unless I decide to get rid of the DRZ, which I haven't quite decided on whether or not I want to do that yet. But you know, so that is something, and that is going to happen probably later on this year. I just don't know exactly when. Another thing that I want to do is try to hook up with more local content creators, YouTubers. So I really wanted to try and make it a focus to do some collaborations. This last year, I got to hit 2 goals that I really wanted to hit since the creation of the channel. One was to ride with Everride, so I got to do that. That was awesome. So I'd like to do that again this year. I really want to get out to Utah this year. That's a goal of mine. Also, last year I got to meet Gabe from Torture Test Magazine, freaking gym, and so that was cool. I got to be one of the sponsor spots in the 24-hour endurance race, and I'll be posting a video about at least my perspective of the last 2 hours. So that'll be coming soon. I was supposed to do that a long time ago, and I've just been so behind on footage. I've been so busy with like work stuff. Holiday times, like really busy usually. So from like the end of October to like February is a blur. Like there's just so much stuff going on. So we'll see. So those are some of the goals that I have for this year. I also have an update on my debt-free journey. So when I was talking about personal goals for 2020, that's one of them. I actually recorded that video when I went riding with Colin, so ADV Squared. So I'll probably be posting that next week. It's a little out of date since it was almost 2 months ago when I recorded it, but I'll make sure that I update the numbers. That goal is one of the reasons why I haven't really been riding all that much, and I will talk about that in that video. Because that topic, the topic of getting out of debt, the topic of personal finance and investing, because that topic has been on my mind and is such an important part of my life now, that I'm actually thinking about starting a second channel, a personal finance related channel. And the more and more I think about it, the more and more that I want to do it, because I really want to help people not struggle the way that I did. You know, kind of like with this channel where I show people that, you know, hey, budget motorcycling is not only possible, but, you know, it might actually be a good idea to compare to, you know, a lot of the stuff that you see on social media. And I think if I can apply that main mindset, you know, I have a feeling that people might find that really valuable. That's a really crowded space, but you know, it's something that I'm really interested in and really passionate about. And I think it might be a good direction for me to go as I kind of figure out, you know, what this next chapter of my life is going to look like. So anyways, yeah, I did not actually plan on talking this long, but I pretty much hit the main points that I wanted to talk about. So I think I'll go ahead and just cut it off here. It's so wet. Wet dirt is perfect. Oh shoot, there's still snow up here. What? No way, this is crazy. It doesn't snow often in these mountains, maybe once or so a year. And wow, I did not think there'd be snow up here. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys here. I just want more than anything just say thank you. Like, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for, you know, sticking with me throughout the year. You know, throughout the years. You know, the channel's seen a lot of changes. Ooh, hard and narrow. Oh shoot. The channel's seen quite a few changes over the last couple years. You know I haven't been as consistent as I'd like to be, but you know, I'm just extremely thankful that you guys continue to come back week after week and support the channel. And you know, I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate, you know, everything about it. So thank you guys so much. And I couldn't ask for a better audience. But anyways, guys, that is all I got for today. If you like this video, please give me a like down below. If you're new here, please subscribe. We like to do adventures like this on a weekly basis, and I would love to have you along for the ride. As always, be sure to have fun, take care, and ride safe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is going to be a lot of fun coming back up this. This is all messed up. Until then, be sure to get out there and have adventures of your own. And I will see you guys next time. And I'll leave you guys with this amazing view from Santiago Peak. 2 years in the making, baby. 2 years in the making. Whew. So good. All right, guys. You guys have a good week, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, please let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button. If you are new here, please subscribe to see more adventures just like this one. For information about my riding gear or the various ways you can help support the channel, please check out the links below or head over to www.eachadventure.com. I'll see you in the next one.